You're welcome to the Binary Options University, and I'm so excited about how impacted every one of you would be at the end of this challenge. I'm so excited about this because you're about to learn a skill that would improve your life and that would improve your overall financial well-being. Because this is strategies that have been validated by the university. These are strategies that have been validated and tested and proven over the years to be solid proof. Okay, so you're welcome um, from wherever you might be learning from, whether in Asia or in Europe or in Africa. I want to welcome you guys again to um, your best period so far. Because this will usher you into new possibilities and new mindset and new thinking patterns. Okay, so before we go ahead, we have broken the courses into modules. So we've broken the courses into modules. So it's basically a challenge, a 10-day challenge, broken down into modules, into 10 different modules. So we're going to have in our introduction, and then terminologies, then we're going to have in the candlesticks, then introduction to fear and greed, those two forces that control the market, and then we're going to go to the main strategy itself, where we'll be treating so many patterns and so many formations on different instruments, from currencies to stocks. Okay, so at the end of this challenge, I'm so excited because I know every one of you would be excited, and I know that it will be money well spent because you're about to learn a strategy that has an accuracy of 90%, and you're about to learn a strategy that can increase your finances with an ROI of return on investment of 900%. Okay, so it's amazing. It's amazing to know that strategies exist. Strategies that can actually multiply your money exist on the planet. So, and the most fascinating thing about this is that you're about to learn something. Do it yourself. It's like a do it yourself skill, because what you're about to learn now is what you can apply practically to your finances, and you're going to see your finances skyrocket over the years, and it's a gradual process, but you're going to see it increase gradually until you attain that level of experience where you can actually close your eyes and say, come, I want to multiply $1,000 into $100,000 in 2 months. So it's amazing. It's amazing. So let's jump start, and let's go straight up to the introduction. And so the introduction, and basically we're going to be talking about the untold secrets of binary options, and basically the untold secrets of binary options. This is a book written by the university, and Binary Options University, and so it is actually um, filled with so much content, filled with so much insights on how traders should comport and should discipline themselves. Okay, so the untold secrets of binary options basically is the introduction to this course. Okay, so and we're going to jump straight to it. Okay, so and a lot of people have a lot of misconception about binary options, and they don't really know, they don't understand the truth. So a lot of myths fly around, and people pass across um, erratic messages about this excellent financial instrument that has the capacity to expand your finances and has the capacity to multiply your wealth. Okay, so basically, let's go to the introduction of binary options. Okay, binary options basically it's is a financial instrument. and it's basically the most underestimated financial instrument. Yeah, because most people compare it to a casino. It's basically a stereotype that it's not really accurate. Because a lot of people fail because they don't really know how to trade, and most people know how to trade. Um, Most people that know how to trade don't have the right trading psychology. Because if you are trading with a mindset of making fast gains, you're gonna have encounter a lot of problems in the market, because you will rush trades and then you won't trade with good judgment. Okay, so everything that exists in nature was created for the good of humanity, from the natural resources like water and crude oil to the planetary bodies such as the sun and the earth. These masterpiece inventions were created by God to transfer value to living organisms through specific channels, each having different principles. So basically, everything good in life can turn out to be a disaster if its potentials are not harnessed. So everything. Just think about it. If you're drinking water and you take too much of water, it could actually lead to edema. If you take too much of water, it could lead to any complications, health complications, and all. So water should be taken in moderation. At the same time, if you don't take enough water, you can see you would suffer dehydration. So it's amazing. Balance is key in life. So water makes up about 73% of the human brain. It takes up about 71% of the Earth's surface. Can you imagine a life without water? The answer is very obvious. On the second thought, when water management is unincorporated into urban planning, flooding is inevitable. So you see, every creation in nature is good, provided its potentials are harnessed to produce the desired impact on all living creatures. And I say this is so profound. This is so profound because um, imagine how water can suddenly transit from being a valuable resource to being a disaster. So if the principles guarding or controlling certain instruments or certain um, niches or fields, if some principles are not obeyed, then it's bound to malfunction. Okay, so if water management is not incorporated into urban planning, and if the architectural design is not flood compliant, you know, um, it's gonna fail. So you must build a structure with a mindset of flooding. You must put into consideration what can happen in an event of excessive rainfall. Is it going to lead to flooding? So if you're building your structure, you must have all these forces in mind. You must incorporate all this and put into consideration unforeseen circumstances. So basically, this is one of the reasons why people fail in binary options, because they go into trading with the wrong mindset, thinking that it is easy. So there's nothing easy in life. You know, everything that seems easy is easy because you've mastered it. You know, but before mastery, there's nothing that is easy. Okay, so let's move on. Carbon dioxide is one of the requirements for photosynthesis. Without it, humanity will be deprived of food. In contrast, toxic atmospheric levels of CO2 could predispose humans to global warming. So, what is binary options? What is binary options? Binary options is a financial instrument that allows investors to decide on the potential direction of currency pairs, stocks, or commodities with a fixed and predetermined return on investment within a specified time frame. The goal in binary options trading is to predict correctly the direction of an asset before the expiration time. Binary options is trading with a time perspective. So basically, binary options is a form of financial instrument that allows investors to trade in a directional with a directional bias, and also trade with a time perspective. Okay, so we can just summarize it as being an instrument that has a directional bias and a time perspective or bias. So basically, we have a lot of brokers. We'll talk about that later on. So let's just progress gradually. So this is an example of how a binary options platform should look and will look. You have the currency over here, and you have the chart. Basically, you have the chart, and you have the indicators which you can add to it, and then you have there's a portion of the platform where the expiration time is indicated, and then you have the investment amount. Then you have over here, this is the fixed return on investment within the expiration time, and you have the green and red button to buy or sell an asset. So basically, this is the binary options platform, and this is how um, most platforms should look. This is the typical binary options platform. It's the standard platform that this is how most binary this is in fact this is how binary options platform should look. So this is the standard binary options platform. So let's move on so that we can progress. And so let's talk about why binary options, why trade binary options. Let's talk about that before we go to the reason why binary options traders fail. So basically, because I want to make it as simple as possible, so every one of you can understand and can comprehend what I'm trying to pass across. Okay, so why trade binary options? This is a very big topic, and it has been it has been a topic for controversy and all over the years, and not too many people know how to trade binary options, and there are more losers than winners, because it is actually the most specialized form of investing. It is the most difficult and most specialized, because you are not only trading with a directional bias, you're also trading with a time bias. You have a time in mind, time perspective. So it's very easy to predict the direction of an asset, but it's more difficult to predict the direction within a specified time frame. Okay, what I mean is it's difficult to predict how long an asset will move in a particular direction. Okay, so as earlier mentioned, every good entity carries an inherent capacity to cause harm if mishandled. Binary options is the most specialized financial instrument, as it is based on direction and time. Okay, this attribute renders it unattractive to people who would rather follow the path of least resistance. So if you envisage being a specialist in the financial markets, binary options trading will position you for precision trading and excellence. So basically what I'm talking about here is if you want to be the head of a particular industry, it's better you enroll for a course that trains you on how to be the best. What I mean is this: a neuroradiologist will always detect a brain tumor faster than an experienced radiologist. Like I mentioned earlier, binary option trading is the most specialized form of financial instrument. When I say the most specialized, I mean it is the most difficult. So when you learn with a binary option psychology, it becomes very easy to trade other financial instruments because you'll be trained to enter a trade with a time perspective. What I mean by that is this: you'll be trained to enter the trade at the best time, and you'll be trained to exit the trade at the best time. Okay, so most professional binary options traders excel in stocks, forex, and commodities. As they trade with a time perspective, they enter and exit trades at the best time in context to the prevailing market condition. So if you plan to trade CFD derivatives like stock, commodities, or forex, we strongly recommend you learn from the top of the value chain. Okay, so at the top of the value chain you have binary options, then you have CFD derivatives like stocks, commodities, or forex, which only have a directional bias. So they only traders who trade these particular assets, stocks, commodities, or forex, are predicting or forecasting that a particular asset within these niches, stocks, commodities, a particular stock or commodity or forex, they are predicting that what they are saying is that it will go in a particular direction. What they are saying is that it will go in a particular direction, not within a time frame. So meaning that it can go in that direction for 2 weeks and then still produce a win, unlike the binary options where you have to state an expiration time. It must be clearly stated. So it's a different experience entirely. Okay, so an education in binary options will distinguish you from other CFD traders. Like I said earlier on, a young specialist neuroradiologist will always detect a brain tumor faster than an experienced radiologist. Okay, so now let's go to the next subtopic: why binary options traders fail. Why binary options traders fail. This is a very, very big issue. A lot of people lose a fortune to binary options trading because they go into trading binary options with the wrong mindset, and they go without having the right education. Like I said, binary options is quite new. Is a niche that is not really old. It's quite new, and so we have very few traders partaking in this particular niche. So we have very few binary options traders because it is the most specialized. And previously, before binary options was available to individuals, it was only traded by banks and large financial institutions. So now individuals have access to it, but it still remains a very risky form of trading. So binary options trading is a legitimate business, but most people start off with the wrong trading psychology. A child must learn to crawl, then walk before running. Similarly, a maize seed can never grow into a citrus tree. Imagine how ineffective it is to kill an army of ants with a sledgehammer. These analogies some of the reason why there are more losers than winners in the binary options niche. So basically, you can actually be doing the right thing and using you can actually be doing the right thing but using the wrong tool. Okay, so it's just like using a sledgehammer to kill an army of ants. So you need the right education. The primary reason why people fail in binary options trading is that they do not have the right training. I cannot overemphasize the importance of education. Having one strategy that works is better than having 100 strategies that have not been validated. And so I'm so excited that you have chosen to write your script. You have chosen to determine your path in the journey of financial freedom. You've decided to take this route by doing it right. And so I'm so excited for every one of you taking this course or taking this challenge, because at the end of this challenge you will be equipped with the right strategy of trading binary options. You'll be equipped with the right way, the right strategy that can empower you to trade binary options successfully without hassles, without loss. Okay, so you'll be equipped with a strategy that is 90% accurate. That's 90%. 9 out of 10 trades in the money. So at the end of this training, you will be so blessed. Okay, so the reason why binary options traders fail is that they have not learned the strategy for trading binary options. They've not mastered a particular strategy. They don't know. They've not learned a winning strategy. They've not learned how to trade the market. They've not learned the market psychology. They've not learned the mindset of successful traders. So this is something that can be learned. Everything can be learned in life. So thank God, and I'm so excited that you guys are here today. So let's move on. Every skill, whether natural or acquired, must be improved upon to yield its profit potential. Every footballer started out as a passionate fan of a football club before progressing in that career path through rigorous training regimens. The importance of training can never be overemphasized. Binary options trading, although risky, can be mastered like any other skill. All it requires is a strong desire to learn and practice. Your level of success is directly proportional to your level of trading education and experience, which is your capacity. So we move on to the next subtopic. So people always ask this every time: when is the best time to start trading? And I tell them, now is the best time to start trading. Because whatever you learn now remains with you, and so the longer you prolong your learning process, or the longer you prolong your education, or prolong initiating your learning process, the harder it becomes, because it becomes more saturated and it becomes more expensive to do that. Okay, so seasons come and go, but a man committed to growth will remain relevant. The high level of uncertainty and instability in nations and continents has produced a surge in demand for highly specialized human capital development. Consumer behavior has been reshaped by the internet revolution, and investing is no exception. Technologies that were once lauded as a breakthrough have become extinct. Only people and organizations committed to constant and never-ending improvement will remain relevant in this revolution. Now is the time to invest in your future by learning how to trade the financial markets we strongly recommend paper trading with a validated strategy to build up confidence before committing real money. So basically, this is the right time, and I'm so excited once again for you deciding to be here today. You've made a fantastic decision. Because this is a skill. This is a life skill. It's a skill that can never leave you. Because I usually train people, and I tell them this, that when you want to learn a skill that pertains to um, human capital development. That pertains to human capital development. Learn a skill that will never fade. Because as long as people are buying and selling, binary options trading can never go extinct. Because demand and supply can never fail. As long as demand and supply can never fail, this skill can never become obsolete. It will forever remain relevant. So learn a skill that remains relevant even when seasons come and go. Okay, so I'm so excited that you guys are here today. Okay, so technologies that were once lauded as a breakthrough, so things are constantly changing. What worked 5 years ago is not working today. Look at the candles. The candles were at one time a breakthrough technology, but now the candles have become a thing of the past. As we have technologies, lighting technologies such as the LED, we have energy saving lights. So things are gradually improving. Things are becoming more sophisticated. So now is the time to start trading. Now is the time to build that trading mindset, to build that trading psychology. Because once you build that trading psychology now, you can only keep getting better. Because as times change, your psychology will remain, but you will improve and tweak it to fit into the season. Okay, so your psychology still remains. The trading psychology remains. The trading psychology, buying and selling, demand and supply doesn't change. What changes is the reaction to seasonal fluctuations. Okay, so you are learning a skill that will forever remain relevant. Okay, so let's move on. So next, I tell people to learn from the palm tree. And they should learn from the palm tree because successful binary options traders have a long-term trading approach. So for you to excel in binary options trading, by the way, by finishing this course or completing it, you position yourself, and you will position yourself as a master in the financial markets, because you'll become equipped. You'll be equipped to trade CFDs such as stocks, forex, commodities, and all. You mastering the art of trading binary options positions you for greatness, because the strategies are flexible enough to be used for trading CFD, stocks, forex, commodities. Okay, so it's so flexible and good. So binary options also gives you that psychology. So you have that time psychology, that time perspective. So you are trading with a time mindset. So you are trading and you are entering trades, whether CFD or binary options. You are trading with at the best time. You are trading and entering trades and exiting trades at the best time. So it's so amazing. Okay, so you learn from the palm tree. Successful binary options traders have a long-term trading approach. So they are futuristic in approach. Their approach is long term, because you have to apply the right money management technique. You cannot risk your fortune on a trade, so you must think long term. So you must trade with a fraction of your balance, knowing fully well that there are no perfect strategies. Knowing fully well that a strategy can fail once. So although the strategies that will be taught at the university, what we are teaching you is a strategy that will work 90 out of 100. That's 9 out of 10 times. Okay, so but what if the one time that fails is when you put in $1 million? So we advise people to follow strict money management rules, just to put into consideration the fluctuation and the unpredictable nature of the market, and to also make provision for unexpected loss, which are very rare. So you'll be rest assured that at the end of this training, this challenge, you will be equipped with a strategy that wins 9 out of 10 times. Okay, so you learn from the palm tree. You look at the maize plant over there, and you look at the palm tree. They are both plants. Although one is a tree and one is a shrub. Okay, but you see, the maize plant produces fruit for harvest in 100 days, but it begins to die. It begins to wither after 100 days. So it's not how you start that matters. It's how you end. It's how you end. So you can see the maize plant started producing fruit very early, and it's actually ready for harvest within 100 days. But after 100 days, it begins to die, meaning the life cycle is even less than 1 year. Okay, so but you look at the palm tree. The palm tree is a slow starter. It starts very slowly. It takes about 100 days for the oil palm seed to germinate. But this same palm tree will try for 30 years, meaning it takes 100 days for it to grow from the ground, but it lives on for 30 years. So that's amazing. So wouldn't you like to be like a palm tree? I guess every one of you would like to be like a palm tree, because everyone wants to live and prosper for a very long time. So but in order to achieve this, you must have this psychology that it's better to start slowly. It's better to learn and master the skill of trading binary options than to jump into trading with your hard-earned currency, with your money, without being equipped, without knowing the market, without experiencing the market, without learning a validated system of trading the market. So it's very, 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 very risky to go into the market unarmed. You have to arm yourself with a strategy that will counter the market, that will win that will win the market. You have to have a strategy that will defeat the market. You have to have a strategy that will win and gain from the market. Okay, so basically you must have the mindset of a futuristic trader, a long-term trader. You must have a long-term approach. Why you're trading this, because you are not thinking of now alone, you're thinking of the future. Okay, so the palm tree is a typical example of how you should trade. Okay, let's move on. So that I can explain other concepts to you. So, who can trade binary options? This is very, very good. A lot of people keep asking or sending us mails that is binary options meant for everybody, or is it that there are certain categories of people wired to trade binary options, or some people created with a DNA for success in the binary options industry, or is it that some people are more intelligent, or is it that some people are more blessed with a talent, trading talent? So It's amazing. These questions just keep rushing in, like torrents. So it's amazing. A lot of people are still asking questions. So we have decided to train people. And by the way, our vision is to raise a million, to raise about more than over a million professional traders by 2050. So it's amazing. So you being here means that you are really serious about your future and you're serious about your trading education. So at the end of this challenge, I know and we know that you would have learned a strategy that will beat the market over and over and over again. Okay, so who can trade binary options? Anybody with a brain can master the art of binary options trading. You don't have to be a professor in Harvard to succeed in trading. In fact, most successful binary options traders do not possess an academic background in finance. All they have in common is an instinctive investing ability to act wisely on money-making opportunities. Awesome. Anyone who is patient, committed, and dedicated to a growth process can succeed in binary options trading as far as your eyes can see. So there is no one that is born with an advantage. Every child is born naked. So every professional binary options trader were at some point considered rookies or novices. So at some point you start up not knowing what to do with your life. You start up as an amateur, then you rise through the ranks to become a champion. There is no champion that started as a champion. Every champion started as a rookie, as an amateur, but with the right training, and with the right mindset, any rookie can become a champion. Okay, so life is in phases, and your decisions will determine how far you can get to in life. Okay, so now you being here means that you've taken a great financial decision, and I know you're on the path to financial liberation, freedom, and peace. Okay, so anyone who is patient, committed, and dedicated to a growth process can succeed in binary options trading as far as your eyes can see. So you can take responsibility. Binary options trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It obeys the law of seed time and harvest. The amount of time you invest in your trading education and practice will determine your level of expertise, which will ultimately translate into profit. So once you master the dynamics of the market, making money from the market transits from being a chore to a hobby. The path to financial freedom begins with a bold decision to become free, as nothing you have imagined to achieve can be restrained from you. So basically, binary options trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Like every other business, you must plant and then harvest. You can't harvest before you plant. Okay, so and then the amount of emphasis you put on your planting and land preparation will determine how good the plant will become in future. If you don't put into consideration weeding and applying pesticides, herbicides, and crop rotation, and using a good seed, and using viable seeds, using hybrid seeds, and watering your plants, and ensuring that they have the right blend of moisture and sunlight and fertilizer. I don't need to be um, a prophet, or I don't need to be a prophet to know that such a seed cannot become a plant that will produce viable succulent fruit. So you must have the future in mind, but your actions now will determine the future. Okay, so the amount of time you invest in your trading education and practice will determine your level of expertise, which will ultimately translate into profits or fruits. Okay, so how to trade binary options. How to trade binary options. Contrarian investors believe their trading style is the best, a language that sounds stereotypical in the ears of traders who follow the trend. There are a million ways to trade the financial markets. There are a million ways to trade the financial markets. There are a million ways to trade the financial markets, but very few sustainable strategies exist. Consequently, Binary Options University is dedicated to producing professional traders who follow a systematic trading approach. And so basically, now that you're here, we as an institution, we are dedicated to ensuring that every of our students rises up to become self-sufficient and established traders. And so one way we plan to do that is proactive education. So which you guys are part of now today. This is just the first step. And I'm trusting a lot of people that they won't end here. We have other courses. We have the 3 months intensive training, where we would hold you by the hand and take you through the rigors of training, and just to make you the best that you can be. So we're going to lead you all the way. So they're practically taking you by the hands and leading you all the way. Okay, so our 3 months intensive training covers a lot of things, and we're going to be sharing with you weekly watch lists. We're going to be we're going to have an access to all our instructors, and then you have the privilege of a flexible scheduling. You can determine when you want to take the one-on-one sessions. So there is no how you can enroll for a 3 months training at Binary Options University, and then you remain as a rookie. There is no how you can attend our 3 months intensive training and remain the same. You will be transformed. Okay, so basically, contrarian investors believe their trading style is the best, a language that sounds stereotypical in the ears of traders who follow the trend. So basically, there are a million ways to trade the markets. We have so many strategies, but what we can say from our years of experience in the market, and from our years of trading experience, is this: whatever works for you, improve it develop it, make it the best, stick to it, and guard it. Never allow someone who has a strategy deceive you into believing that his strategy is better than yours. There is not one strategy that is the best. All strategies have their strengths and weaknesses. So it depends. What will determine the profitability of a strategy is how you apply it. If you teach two students the same thing, they would not apply that strategy the same way. And so, after training you and after training every one of you on the winning strategy, I know and we know that some of you would tweak it to fit your personality. Some of you will use it the same way. Some of you will add one or two things to it. Some of you will improve on it. Okay, so I'm so excited. We are so excited as an institution that you guys are here. And what we can just say is this, that your being here is no coincidence. Your being here is divine and is strategic at a time like this. And we know and we guarantee that after these 10 days and after taking these 10 models, we know that your trading confidence will skyrocket. So at the end of the 10 days, after taking the 10 models, you would have been transformed. And then you can enroll for the 3 months intensive training, which will be like the icing on the cake. Okay, so thank you very much for listening to us today. And so we're so excited as an organization. We're excited because what gives us joy is training. So we're excited about training people and seeing lives transform. And so we are very optimistic about the future. And we say at Binary Options University that the future is bright. So we're excited, and we look forward to seeing you guys on other modules. And thank you once again. So see you guys at Module 2. Bye for now. Thank you.